Okay. So I just looked at something with Don Lemon. Um, Talk about his history, and he identifies himself as Creole, and at the same time as a white husband. And then people are sitting there saying, why is he talking about white people? When he's dating or married to a white man. First off, what do you care? I mean, that's the divisive line that he's talking about. The thing is, as a Creole, he's already of mixed heritage. Did you not ever study in school the maroon, the octamaroon, and all that other stuff when it came down to people of color who were interbred, some forcibly and some willingly? Now, just because you don't get why they're with somebody don't mean that when you run your mouth and you quote that Bible talking about how the truth will set you free, well, see, that's your truth, and it ain't set you free yet. You still fighting. You still fighting for a right you don't have. That means to be yourself, and you will suffer for as long as you're fighting for that right against somebody else who actually don't care about the fact that you think that they're denied that right. So you're sitting there saying, where are you coming from with all this? First off, I grew up in a household when I had a brother who was as black as me, and then I had three other siblings, two female and one, what, two female, two male and one female, who were high yellow. And the only thing that made me feel like I belonged in that household was the fact that I had another sibling who looked like me. I didn't understand why we didn't look the same. My grandmother, who was high yellow, not the fact that she was passing for white, she still was very much black. But, on my father's side, she said, you take after the Darnell side of the family, which is really funny because given I told you I had a problem with Darnell on my Easter. But, it's just a name. They were of darker skin hues. They were in the fields. Usually those who were high yellow were more favored. And they were in the house waiting on tables, but they were still waiting on the white man. Unless they could really pass, and then maybe they could pass on out and get on out of there. That bondage, that servitude. See, y'all talk more shit than anybody I know when it comes down to who somebody actually is trying to make peace with. Now, Don Lemon said he was molested as a child. And a lot of you say, well, many people turn gay after they molested. Really? So does that mean that women turn into whores and prostitutes after they molested? When they're grabbed by the crotch by some man, no matter what their coloration is? I really want you to answer these questions. Because if you're going to sit there and you're going to paint a picture as to what makes somebody gay, much less what makes somebody a whore or a prostitute, understand that's your thinking. It's not necessarily theirs. They're just trying to make peace with what they're going through. It's your hand. Because you, for all your knowledge, what you did not do was raise your kids to come correct. And you're sitting there looking at me like, what are you talking about? First off, your kids are in the military. Your kids are police officers. and your kids are trying to get over on somebody. And they're not all good people. In fact, they are fucked up because you allow them to be fucked up. And you sitting there saying, no, that's not me. Oh, no, no, no. You want to sit there and say, I don't approve of the behavior, but that's still my child and I love him. Okay, so in that statement, you're more like God. Because he put up with your shit for long enough, but he got tired of it. So now what are you going to do to prove to him that you actually can do a better job when he actually is not giving you the benefit of the doubt anymore? And you sitting there saying, you can't speak for God. First off, I can speak for God as well as any of you. You done already told me I can't speak for God. You done told me I can't speak for black people. You told me I can't speak to white people. I can't speak to anybody. And the thing is, what makes you such an authority to know who and what I can and cannot speak for? See, that's a personal opinion. I told you, you are going to get tired of me because I'm going to talk shit about you. If I like somebody and I really don't care what skin coloration they have, I like them. When I went to that store, because I did my walk and I went up to that store, and I asked girlfriend, who is Hispanic, I said, what you doing here? I thought you was management. She said, I am. She said, but I got to pay for these sneakers. Because it was like, why are you working on a holiday? And she wasn't the only manager that was there. There was a couple managers there. And I was teasing them, like, you won't give me a job. She said, you ain't did that review yet either. I said, touche. Because the liquor card, yeah, I got this brandy. It's not brandy, it's rum. This shit was twice as much as some other shit they had on sale, which was similar to it. He said, well, you know, I don't even know why that's up there, because this is top shelf stuff up here, and this stuff is not as good. I said, no, but it's close to it. And that's why you sold out. And this shit is up here. And the man, I mean, I know the man. I'm a black man. I said, you'll make it right? Meaning he had to discount that shit. He had to think about it for a while, but finally he said, okay, I'll do it. And he told the manager, because he's assistant manager, he told the manager. And he said, we're going to sell it to him for this price. And she said, why are you doing that? I said, because he liked me, and you don't. But I was just teasing with her, because I know she likes me. She's funny. They have to do that. I go in that store all the time, whether I'm spending real money or food stamp money, whatever. I'm in that store, and I actually like them as people, and they know I like them, and they like me. But it's not just that store, every store. She said, where's my survey? I said, to be honest with you, I did another survey for another store. Now, I didn't mention anybody by name. I said, but I can tell you right now, I was taking down names. And this man was not on my list, but now he needs to be on the list too. Because when you see all the names, because last time I did a survey, and I was getting ready to leave that neighborhood. And this lady was sitting there saying, you haven't done the survey yet. I said, yes, I did. She said, were you the one who wrote all those names down there? Because everybody in that store I liked. That I mentioned by name. Yeah, other people too. I said, y'all got a lot of people here. Because, I mean, basically, but see, they getting ready to go on strike. And I'm mad at corporate. Because corporate, it was one guy. It was funny. He was at another store when I lived in another neighborhood. He had tattoos and stuff. People don't really like that stuff. They don't want you to have, excuse me, piercings and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm hiccuping because my father says that's the truth and I want you to know it. And I watched this man work. I only watched him one time. He was answering questions. I don't know where he came from. All of a sudden he was in that store. He was answering questions. He was helping all the people in that store, telling them how to do certain things and where to go and all that kind of stuff. It was a brother, yellow brother, but he had tattoos and stuff. And I know that normally that stuff is not approved of. And I wrote a review because he gave me a receipt with a review on there. And I said, y'all need to promote him because that brother was holding down the fort. And he is just doing all kind of shit. Next time I came in that store, that brother was wearing a management tag. Now, was it just me who saw that or somebody else? It didn't matter how many people saw it. Enough people saw it. The people promoted him because they realized if they didn't take my word at it, they started looking at him, and then they realized that he was taking care of business and he was giving them a good name. Now, is he at that store anymore? No. Before I left that area, they had transferred him out because that's what they do. They transfer people out who are worthy because they want that spread. It's just like, Christ with the disciples. Spread that good word. See, my father wants me to teach you, but I don't even know what I'm supposed to be teaching you because all this stuff to me is common sense. It's just common sense. But at the same time, there's an expression that common sense is not that common. You think that you would deserve it because? Ain't nobody deserve it because. They deserve it because they do what's right. Not just because. So what you want me to say? Once again, I'm just running my mouth. And I ain't saying nothing. Louis told me a long time ago that what I wrote was too long, and he was an editor. And the thing is, I asked him to edit some shit that I had, but the thing is, it didn't matter. It really did not matter. And he's not even on my friends list anymore. What? Why would I admit who I am for you to sit there and all of a sudden tell me that even if I change who I am, you still don't have a problem with me? That actually exists more than not. People sit there, they go to the gym, they lose weight, they do all kind of stuff. But the thing is, if somebody has a problem with you, they have a problem with you because they just have a problem with you. The person you are, the soul you are. They don't care about the fact that you started doing stuff because then they say, well, you're too easily manipulated. The 4th of July. Independence Day. Think about that. And ask yourself, what side of the fence are you on? If you got somebody who's a partner in your life, male, female, it doesn't matter, and they love you for who you are, you're blessed. If you have friends who love you for who you are, you're blessed. If you have friends who are scared of you, you're blessed. And you sit there and say, now why would I be blessed when my friends are scared of me? That's because you're teaching them something. It could be either side of the equation and you just don't know what it is. My father wants me to teach you, and I said, I can't teach you anything other than how I feel. How does he feel? He feels the way he feels. This vessel, this body I gave to him, but I gave it to him long ago. It actually didn't happen in his lifetime. It happened a long time ago because I was looking for him. I said, something don't make any sense. If you know the story of Christ, you know that Christ studied in other lands. He saw the fact that everybody had more commonality than not. That's why he told the disciples, go out there and teach this shit. And you teach it to everybody. And the shit didn't eclipse the globe more times than not. But y'all still got confusion in your life because you got the devil. You have not changed anything the devil wants you to truly change. Because he don't want you to change it. Because he doesn't have a purpose there. You sit there and say you serve God. You cannot serve two masters. That is written. You cannot serve the devil and also serve God. God is supposed to be the supreme being. The devil is just somebody stupid. It's ignorance. I mean, that card in the deck, the devil card, it represents ignorance. And people still don't even know where that shit came from. And I was asking, I said, do you know where this shit comes from? Nope. And these people are supposed to be experts. They don't know where that shit comes from. And you sit there and say, oh, how do you read the cards? I just see a story. Whether it's one card or a series of cards, I see a story. And then I tell you what I see. Especially as it pertains to you, because I'm tapping into your energy. I'm tapping into your feelings, your emotion. That's why a psychic is really either good or he's not. And the thing is, you're not supposed to profit off of that, because the thing is, it's easy to profit off of it. I still can't remember that man's name. It's a story in the Bible. He wanted the gift of healing. He didn't go to Christ. He went to some disciples. Maybe y'all know the story is. But he went to the disciples and they said, we cannot teach you this shit. They didn't say that just to say it. They said that because they know that he was already profiting off of all kind of things that were spiritually based and psychic in nature. And they said, we're not supposed to give this shit up. But see, now you got all kind of mediums and psychics out there who are doing just that. They're giving this shit up. When my father told me, he said, will you steal from me too? And I looked at him, and I didn't really look at him because, I mean, there's nothing to look at other than I'm just connected to him. I said, why would you have me do that when it would be offensive to you? He said, because I can teach you better, I can teach them. They still don't think that anything they do is wrong. I tried to talk to somebody who called himself being a psychic or a medium. That motherfucker, I mean, he hung up real quick when he knew I noticed he was online. Did he unfriend me? No. But he has questions. The fact that he did not unfriend me means he has questions. Now, Doreen did unfriend me. Because see, Doreen, what she did, and I noticed this, I tried to tag her when I was on her friend's page. And you know what she told me? Bye-bye, you're not going to profit off of me. She didn't do that to me, she did that to herself. That's why I said, girl, you don't know who I am. What are you, a profoundly clairvoyant nature? And now you out there trying to talk about you're going to find Jesus. That's what she did. So no, I ain't forgiving her. Not for anything that she did. And she cannot sit there and send me a friend request because I don't take a friend request. The last one I took was Risa. And I did that for a reason because she was in a dream that my father sent me. I was riding with her in the dream. And I wanted to know, was she alright? Because some shit happened and I looked. Because she was driving. She was driving the car. And I was in there with her. And the shit happened and it was fucked up. And then I was like, are you okay? She was okay. Now, does that mean there are other people that I don't care about, that I know about? Yeah. But I don't have to accept them as a friend because the thing is, they are still going to be okay. Like Renee Day. I knew her from high school. She's going to be okay. She working the program. Everybody's working a program, but they're working at their own pace and they're working what they sign up for. These people out here to teach you, like, you know, that you schedule your shit. You don't schedule your shit with anybody but God. You said, well, no, that's not really the case. We have a committee. You know what a committee is? It's Congress. They don't get shit done. That's why I ain't thinking about you when you sit there and talking about you got a committee. And I don't think about you when you're in your churches and stuff. You say you can fire the pastor. Because that's what you want to do. You really want power that you really don't have. That's why Julius Caesar got his ass stabbed. Beware Caesar, the Ides of March. Because he thought he knew somebody that he did not know, and they killed him. Talk some more shit to me and see how far you get. The only person I trust is God. I cannot trust you. Because, like I told you, my whole family kicked me to the curb. And a lot of you are no more better. Why? Do you say a prayer for me? I guess you did. Because you wanted me back. But when it came down to some money, you'd rather give that money to the church than help me. And I told you I can't pay my rent. But you said, well, God will pay it. And that's what I told you really don't want to do. You do not want God to do what you were supposed to do. Because he will hold that against you. And you sit there and say, no, he won't. Why? Because you read a book that is based upon a story of people who got this shit wrong time and time again. Do you not know how fucked up the Jews were? That's what that Bible is. It's a story about the Jews. And every time they turn around, they were fucking up until they ain't fucking up anymore. And now they over there, they say, I got my promised land. I ain't worried about it, but I am going to drop some bombs on the Palestinians. They ain't war with anybody else. They firing bombs over there across the border and say, don't come over here. But at the same time, they still put out, and this shit is funny as hell, because I see the commercials. Come to Israel. Why? I ain't safe when I come over there because the thing is, Palestinians don't know who is who. They just shooting some shit. Just like I don't feel safe in my own damn country. If I just want to be scared, I can be scared right over here. I don't need to go over there and be scared and give you some money, because that's all you want. Just like those people in the Dominican Republic are having a problem. Because they said, I can't even eat anything out of the mini bar. Now, I stopped. I mean, I never bought anything out of the mini bar. One, it's overpriced. But these people that go into that mini bar are drinking, and they're saying that the quality of the liquor is not regulated like what we call ourselves having shipped over here. And that should tell you something. And they say, oh, it's just a heart attack. You know what a heart attack is? It's representative of what you love. You were having a good time. You were loving life. You were living it to the best of your ability, and at the same time, you wanted to top it off. And then when you top that shit off, you died. And nobody is revealing the records as to what really happened. Now, as you are sitting there thinking about that as an example, send up another prayer and see what you get. Let me think about you. I told you, you talk more shit than I really want to listen to. Enjoy the rest of your 4th.